Thank you for tuning into the Phillip Scott Show. My name is Danielle DeVita, and I am a relationship and femininity coach. I ran across this video where a divorce lawyer was saying that if you spend too much money on a wedding, it could end in divorce. And so I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip so you can see exactly what she said, and I'll provide my commentary afterwards.
One of the biggest indicators of getting a divorce is how much money you spent on the wedding. Couples who spent more than $20,000 on their wedding were 46% more likely to get a divorce. Couples who spent less than $1,000 on their wedding were 53% less likely to get a divorce. To all the bougie brides out there, this is a lesson. The amount of money that you spend on your wedding might be detrimental to your marriage.
And now, as someone who has spent $25,000 on their wedding, I will say I do believe there's a little truth to what she's saying. I think it's more so of a mindset, not really exactly how much you're spending. But I think that sometimes people who focus too much on the wedding tend to be focused on more of the optics than actually what it takes to have a successful marriage. I think if your mindset is, I want my marriage to be great and I'm going to put effort and time and energy into my marriage rather than just put all my time and energy on what's for show, then that will determine the outcome of my marriage. And so I agree that sometimes people are putting so much time in how it looks. I mean, just ridiculous amount of money, and none of those things are important. And people who care too much about what people think aren't really putting in the work on what each other think, right? How they communicate. They just want other people to see, this is what I have. I truly believe that a lot of women have these expensive weddings because they want people to envy them, and they want people to look like, right, I have the big ring, I have the man, I have the house, I have this, I have that. And I think that it's more to it than the optics. I truly believe that if you focus on your marriage, no matter how much you spend, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't spend as much as I did. Now, we did have a big wedding. We had a lot of people. You wanted nice things, and things were expensive. But if I could go back and do it all over again, I would put that money elsewhere. Knowing what I know now, again, I was 21, right? And or 22. So I think that if we were to go back, and if you could think, would I do this all over again? That's different. I think it's great that people have growth and their mindset changes, but I think that the divorce lawyer has a little something here, right? A lot of people who put in a lot of time into the wedding aren't always putting the same into the marriage itself. Of course, this is not all. As you can see, she gave percentages. So she didn't say, all, right? So she said close to 50%. And the sad thing is, we right now have a divorce rate of about 50%. So the question is, the people who are putting in all of this money, are those the same people who are getting a divorce? There's more statistics to that. Go and look it up on your own time. But tell me what you think. Do you think that the divorce lawyer is right about what she's saying? Or do you think it's really a mindset thing and not a money thing? I think it's a combination of both. With that, sometimes how much you put into the wedding has to do with a mindset, but of course there's growth as you travel through your relationship. I've been married for 14 years, so again, I can go back saying, hey, I would do something different in this situation. I would tell my daughter, hey, don't put all of your time and energy into the wedding, put all that time and energy into the marriage, right? Because you don't want to spend maybe $100,000 for a wedding and then you're divorced in 5 years, right? So same thing, because I hear a lot of women talking about the ring. I need my ring to be, this much money. Really? That ring means nothing. It's just a symbol. It means nothing if you don't put in the effort to do what the ring says that you're supposed to do. So if you're not holding on to your vows, if you're not showing love, respect, trust, that wedding band, that ring means nothing. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Phillip Scott Show. I'm Danielle DeVita. If you want to learn more about my content, you can go to me on social media, Mrs. Danielle DeVita, or you can go to my website, mrsdanielledevita.com. If you haven't, go ahead and download the African Diaspora News Channel app. Phil has put a lot of time and energy into it. I am a member, so I hope that you become a member as well. You can do mini subscriptions. They have monthly, quarterly, and yearly subscriptions. So go ahead and download the app, or you can go directly to the URL, africandiasporanews.org, and then you can sign up and then download the app after you've created a profile on the URL. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.